But then the more I started to watch, and the more I was forced by my daughter to watch A for Adley, the more he started to kind of grow on me, and the more I started to want to see like kind of the next episode of Best Day Ever. And so the first person that I'm going to introduce you to, who I find quite inspirational, is this guy. And so I don't know if you know who this guy is, but his name is Sean McBride, better known as AKA Shonduras, and his family. So these people they're such a really cool family, with his wife Jenny and their children Adley, Nico and Navy. Now they've just had a new baby. Excuse me. I'm going to drink my coffee while it's hot this week because it just got cold last week. But yeah, so yeah, Shonduras is so he's, if you have children and you let them watch YouTube, then more than likely you're going to know who he is. For me, he's such a cool guy, and when my daughter kind of started to watch YouTube, and YouTube started to just autoplay video after video after video, and she was watching more and more of a channel called A for Adley, which is Sean's daughter, and she became obsessed with A for Adley, and it's kind of it was a daily vlog of Adley, of the daughter, doing crazy things, and they set up different themes, like Best Day Ever, where they'd just go out and do something crazy for the day. And it was, when I first started watching it, Sean, I was put off by he's got a personality that is very kind of crazy, very Disney, so he's really loud and really flamboyant, and so he's great for the kids. He's really kind of visual, and he's very stimulating for his children. And so here's a bit of an admission on my part. When I first saw it, I poorly judged him, and I was like, I don't really like this guy. He's just over the top, and God. But then the more I started to watch, and the more I was forced by my daughter to watch A for Adley, the more he started to kind of grow on me, and the more I started to want to see like kind of the next episode of Best Day Ever, and then he started to grow on me. I was like, this guy is really cool, and and the reason why I find him so influential and so inspirational for me is, as a father, he is really, nothing is ever too much for him with his daughter. He puts everything into being a top dad, 24 hours a day, regardless. And he's now got 3 children. And if you're a parent, you know it's how difficult it is. And I've got no doubt that he has his moments when he's not on camera, where maybe he loses his patience, maybe he's tired, but there's so many of the moments in some of his videos where I know it kind of shone a spotlight on me for maybe my shortcomings as a father, because I recognise that in some situations I would have acted differently, or I wouldn't have been able to put as much effort into acting out parts with my daughter. And so I'm like, wow. And that's where it's inspirational for me, that where Sean McBride, if you're watching this, this is where you inspired me, was that he was able to do that with Adley, with Nico, and just kind of constantly be going at 100 miles an hour, and he never took his foot off the gas. He never takes his foot off the gas. He's 100% there, 100% present all the time with his children. So like, yes, obviously I'm a good dad. I'm a great dad. But there are moments where life gets in the way. So business gets in the way, or I don't know, just a variety of things get in the way, and things weigh down on you, and so Sean is just, I just find him really just, there's no other word, just really inspirational for how he can continue with that energy of constantly giving and giving and giving and giving and giving. So I would if you've got children, I'd highly recommend you follow the channels on YouTube, Shonduras and A for Adley, and also he's got kind of all of the social media as well. Please go and follow him. And then just a little bit of a background then, on top of being a top dad, he also runs a gaming company called Spacestation Gaming. So they enter competitions as a e-gaming team, and they've just won the World Championship, so they're pretty successful. But yeah, so he's kind of like, he's a businessman as well. He's recently set up a website for Adley, so that as they build up, by the time she becomes old enough, she's gonna have her own business and her own audience that have grown up with her and known her. And again, that's kind of, to me, that's 4D chess. Like, from day to day, I struggle with the day to day of being a dad and a husband, and trying to kind of push through with my own business and things. So he's kind of like playing a different game to me. So he's doing that side of it, but he's also got his business that he runs as well, which he's got quite a large team as well. So so all props to him. I don't know when he sleeps. Not got any idea when that is supposed to happen. But all props to Sean McBride and his family, Shonduras. Please go and give them a follow, and you'll see what I mean. So I mean, that's kind of for parents, and yeah, it's hard being a parent. So anybody who does it and makes it look easy, I'm a big fan of. So thanks, Sean.